The year is 231 before the birth of Christ. The Mediterranean world is a vast, restless sea. Every shore tells a story, from the marble hills of Rome to the bustling markets of Alexandria, to the windswept coasts of Illyria. The great powers measure one another in silence. Rome, rising, Carthage, still watching, and to the east, the Hellenistic kingdoms, Macedon, Egypt, and the Seleucid Empire, locked in an endless, careful dance. Between them, smaller states survive, only by wit, by luck, and by the shifting tides of alliances. It is just 10 years since Rome's first great trial. At sea, the First Punic War had been long and bitter. Yet Rome emerged victorious. Its navy now ruled the western Mediterranean. But peace was uneasy. The Senate turned its eyes eastward, toward new opportunities and new dangers. Merchants sailed from Italian ports to the Aegean and beyond. They returned with silk, with fine glass, with whispers of unrest among the Greeks, and to the north, beyond the Adriatic, lay a land, wild and beautiful, a place the Romans knew as Illyria. Illyria was a land of mountains and deep, winding rivers. Its people, fierce and proud, for centuries. The Greeks had called them pirates. They lived by the sword and by the sea. In these years, one tribe, the Ardii, rose above the rest. Their king, Agron, was bold and tireless. He took lands from the weakened kingdom of Epirus, seizing its richest city Alphenus. But victory came at a price. Agron died suddenly, leaving the crown to a boy, and it was Agron's widow, the formidable Queen Teuta, who ruled as regent. Under her, the Illyrian fleets grew bolder. They struck at merchant ships, even in Roman waters. The Senate could not ignore this insult for long. At first, Rome tried words, not swords. To brothers, the Corinthii sailed to speak with Teuta. They demanded an end to piracy. The queen refused, whether by her order or by reckless hands. One envoy was slain. For Rome, this was unforgivable. In the year 229, a fleet of 200 warships and 22,000 soldiers crossed the Adriatic. The campaign was swift and merciless. Islands fell, ports surrendered. Even Demetrius of Pharos, one of Teuta's governors, abandoned her and joined the Romans. By spring, Illyria was broken. Teuta accepted peace. Under Rome's terms, piracy was forbidden. Roman friendship imposed. It was the beginning of Rome's shadow in the east. But Demetrius was not content. In secret, he rebuilt power. He tested Rome's patience, raiding their allies, until in the summer of 220, he struck with 90 swift galleys. Across the Adriatic, Rome moved quickly. Demalum fell in a week. Pharos was lost after a rash sortie. Demetrius fled to the court of Philip V, king of Macedon. There, he found a willing ally. Macedon had been rebuilt by Antigonus Dusan, who left Philip a strong kingdom. But Philip was young, and the social war called him south. Then, Hannibal crossed the Alps, crushing Rome at Trebia, and again at Lake Trasimene. Demetrius urged Philip to strike west, while Rome bled. An alliance was sought, but Roman ships blocked his path. The First Macedonian War followed, a struggle of sieges and shifting Greek alliances, ending without clear victory. Yet Rome had marked Philip as an enemy. When Carthage fell, Rome turned east. Egypt was weak. Antiochus III sought gains, and Philip seized islands and cities in the Aegean. Rhodes, Pergamon, and others called to Rome for help. By 200, the stage was set. The long chain, from Illyrian pirates to Macedonian kings to Roman legions, was complete, and soon Rome would step fully into the Greek world, never to leave.